Hold on, kitty cat. Hold on.
What's going on? Welcome to the stream. We're doing another installment of Melissa versus Kent. I just want to say, check out the junk removal, Kent's junk removal and relocation of furniture. We remove pianos, mattresses, indoor furniture, outdoor furniture, etc. If you live in Eastern North Carolina, you can call 910-650-3694. Give us a call because we can remove anything. It literally says, we can remove pianos. If you can remove a piano, you can remove pretty much any fucking thing because everything's lighter than a piano. Unless it's a car or truck. Unless it's a car or truck or something like that, we can remove that too. Anyways, Melissa, what's going on?
Hey. You want to tell everybody what the discussion topic is?
No, it's a stupid discussion.
No, it's a great discussion. Right. So let's do this.
Melissa thinks that only black people can be racist.
No, I said, okay, the topic today is black people cannot be racist.
Black people can definitely be racist. Give me a fucking break. Come the fuck on.
What you've experienced as racism is not racism.
Okay, what she's talking about?
Cannot be racist towards white people. Because they can't show that power because they have no investment. Well, they've invested into the system, but they've gotten nothing in return. So
you're full of shit. Barack Obama was the fucking president of the United States. Barack Obama was the fucking president of the United States, the highest office in the land. Are you kidding?
He was half black. Come on.
Oh my fucking god, he was half black. Are you fucking retarded?
Right?
You must be retarded.
That's your benchmark right there?
Barack Obama was the highest office in the land.
That's 155 white men.
Tiger Woods is the most successful golfer of all time. Tiger Woods is the most successful. Tiger Woods dominated a white man's sport. Tiger Woods dominated a white man's sport. He's the most successful golfer of all time. This is a stupid argument.
We already know that black people are better at sports than
Golf! Are you kidding? You're talking about golf.
It doesn't matter. They still excel at every single sport.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Every single sport.
So you're being racist right now. Basically, you're being racist right now.
That's the best, and that's it.
You're being racist right now.
White people, you know what white people done? They've said, we're the best, and you're not going to try to get ahead of us.
What do you mean? Everybody should claim to be the best. Everybody should claim to be the best. What the hell? Why should you? Yes.
Wait.
Yes, everybody should claim to be the best. Yes, you should be the best. You should claim to be the yes. Oh my God! Shut up! Shut up! You gotta be out of your mind.
Nope, I'm not.
You should claim to be the best no matter what you are.
No, because that's where the participation award era came from. That's what maturity is.
No. Being the best. Everyone needs to be the best. Everyone needs to be the best is just a great way to fucking go about life.
Okay. But if you are not the best, can we at least admit that we are not?
No, why would you admit that? That's like admitting defeat. Do you think when you're at war you should admit? Do you think when you're at war you should admit defeat? Should you admit defeat when you're at war?
You're not.
Should you admit defeat when you're at war?
Admit the reality. Every person has to say they lost.
No, I will never admit it. I'm going to be the best fucking YouTuber that's ever been alive. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I am going to be the best YouTuber that's ever been alive. I will never admit defeat.
We can admit that we're not the best right now, right? You can actually believe that a little bit.
I'm the best. I don't have the fucking role yet. I'm the best right now.
But you have to still put in work in order to be the best.
I have to put in some work. I have to put in some work, but I am the best.
But wait, when you think that way, wouldn't you do something against the people that you believe you're better than?
I believe I'm better than every other YouTuber there is.
How far are you willing to go with that idea?
Until I fucking die. Till I fucking die.
But would you want to hurt other people from being the best because you want to be the best, only the best of you?
I wouldn't hurt other people. I'm not a hurtful person. I mean, I might hurt them by taking their empire.
And that's exactly what they did. Okay, when they had the Black Wall Street, what do white people do to that community?
Well, that's unfortunate. That should have never happened. You're talking about something where you're stepping on
No,
people's
but we
toes.
have to recognize what is reality.
Reality is black people can be racist, Chinese people can be racist, all races can be racist.
That was so.
Anyone can be racist.
Generational wealth, dude. You guys keep doing that. Poor people. We're invested in keeping them poor.
Oh, no one's invested in keeping anyone poor. No one's invested in keeping anyone poor.
Definitely.
Oh my.
You don't know enough to think called stupid.
I'm calling it stupid.
It's eye-opening. And this is only liberals. You guys just want to keep your eyes shut. I'm going to define racism right now.
I think I think I'm having the conversation that most conservatives have, not liberals.
Conservatives wouldn't have this conversation. They just completely debunk everything.
No, because
they would try to.
Oh my God! Shut this.
Both of you guys are. No, but both sides, liberal and conservative, are both racist. Okay, just one shows it a little bit different than the other, but they're both racist. They have racist policies. They don't not care about the black community at all. If they did, they wouldn't have introduced things like welfare and things that kept the men out of the home.
Do you not think it's? How the fuck do you think? Okay, let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. All right. How do you?
Racism first.
No, I'm tired of that stupid conversation.
What do you mean? You can't be tired of it.
How do you think I'm supposed to?
In society that produce unequal outcomes for different racial groups, even when no one openly states racism.
How do you think I'm supposed to be the number one YouTuber if I don't believe I can be the number one YouTuber?
You can believe you're going to be the number one YouTuber, but you can't say that I am the number one YouTuber right now.
I can say I'm the best, and I deserve to be the number one.
Because you don't have any evidence that backs it up other than your own opinion. And come on, how much should that opinion matter? Like when in the situation that
do you realize if you go back and you look, if you look at when Mr. Beast was trying to grow, he was on YouTube. Like he believed he was going to be number one. He believed
he knew he wasn't yet, though, right? He knew he wasn't.
He knew he was going to be though.
Exactly. But he didn't say to himself, "I am the number one."
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
All right. Well, there has to be evidence behind it.
The evidence was he succeeded. You don't get the evidence until you get there.
Then you can say you are the very best. You can't say it until.
Well, first of all, you can't say. According to your logic, you can't say it even when you get there because people are going to say you're not really the best.
No, I'm saying no, that's not true. When you get there, that's okay. Calm down. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can't say you're the best if you are not the best.
You can say you're the best.
Let me
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, we can.
And I'm on Team USA. Okay, I'm about Team USA myself. But we have to figure. Think about it objectively. We have number one. We're number one in what? Highest incarceration in the world. We incarcerate most people. What was the other
We're number one in making. We're number one. We're number one in YouTube, which is what I care about.
All right, whatever. You win.
Thank you. Time to end the stream. We've done enough.
Wait. What time is it? It's not 12 o'clock yet.
That was fucking heated from beginning to end.
Hey, are we really ending the stream? Are you mad at me?
No, not at all. I love you. I love you.
Thank you.
You're just wrong.
I let you win.
You're
I'm
wrong.
not wrong.
You're wrong.
Offline and make you feel better.
No, we don't have to have this conversation because I know I'm right.
No, you're not. But it's okay because that's how liberals are. You guys don't want to think anymore. You just get mad and cancel.
I don't want to cancel you. I want the content. I don't want to cancel you.
Do you know what I do tonight?
Dream of me?
I feed homeless cats.
You liberal.
I know, right? Such a liberal thing. Actually, it's a nonpartisan thing because I remember going to the trapping and there were both sides there.
I want to talk more about that. That's what I want to talk more about. I
About
want to
cats?
tell you. I want to tell you. I'm gonna be #1 on YouTube.
No, I've never said you weren't. I do believe you
I
were.
do believe in you.
Thank you.
You know what Don told me? You know what Don told me?
What do you say now?
Do you watch Mr. Beast?
No, not at all. I watch
Don,
this just a
okay, well,
small circle.
Don, Mr. Beast has a lackey named Chandler. No disrespect to Chandler, but Chandler, you're Mr. Beast's lackey.
I'm sure he knows.
Don
said,
Don said, I'm ready to be your Chandler.
Me? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be an honor.
Don said he was going to be my Chandler.
This is very useful platform. So, and even though we don't always agree.
No, let me just first give you first example that I'm better than Mr. Beast. There's going to be a female at the front of my crew. It's not sexist.
What is that, like equality?
That's quality right there.
Well, she has to be a black woman then.
Well, I've had that before, but it didn't really work out very well. You're being racist.
I mean, definitely. One of those people that excludes other races for.
Throughout my life, I've had a lot of black people in my life. I've seen racism. I've seen a lot of racism from black people.
For yourself?
I've seen black people be the victim of racism, and I've seen.
Please give me examples.
What? Which one?
Give me examples.
Examples of them being racist, or examples of them being victims of racism?
The victims. What were the examples that you said you've seen?
Well, here we go. Here's my channel and how it intertwines with everything that I do.
No, that was just me putting myself on mute. No.
No, I
Go
said,
ahead, please.
here's my channel, and here's an example of me doing everything I do. How all my topics, whether it's wrestling, weather, boxing, no matter what it is, they all intertwine. Here we go. You ready for it? Racism, all of it intertwines. You ready for the story?
Sure. But is the echo echoing? Because last time it was really bad.
It's not echoing for. We were going to TNA Wrestling Bound for Glory. It was in Orlando, Florida. It was the only Bound for Glory to ever take place in Orlando, Florida. And the guy I was choosing to go with, his name was Anthony, and obviously he was black. Not because his name was Anthony. Not because his name was...
Obviously. What do you mean, obviously?
Well, no, because of the story. You know the context of the story I'm trying to build. So Anthony and me were headed to Bound for Glory. We were coming from Asheville, North Carolina. That's upstate North Carolina. And we were gonna he had picked me up from my house because I didn't have a driver's license yet, and he was gonna pick me up from my house, and we were gonna go to his house in Asheville, North Carolina, and from Asheville we were gonna go to Orlando, Florida. Well, on the way in Charlotte, North Carolina, we get boxed in. Cop, every officer, they boxed our car in going down the interstate in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Was it a sundown town?
You know where Charlotte is. It's not that bad of a sundown town, but it's pretty.
But they have sundown towns over there.
Everywhere has sundown towns.
No, we don't have that over here.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're California. That's a little different. But anyways, I don't think it's because it was a sundown town. I think it's because it's just racism in general. Anyways, they boxed us in on the interstate, and they brought our car to a stop. And when they stopped us, within a matter of seconds, they busted our windows out using those billy clubs, and ripped us through the windows and threw us face down in the middle of the interstate and started literally asking us where the money was. We were like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? They said, don't play stupid. They said, don't play stupid with us. They threw me in one cop car and him in the other cop car. Now, I didn't know Anthony incredibly well, so I didn't know what he was involved with. I was scared to death. I had just got into something. I had no clue how deep I was in it.
Mm. Yeah.
But when I was standing there and they had us cuffed side by side, but we weren't in the police car, I said, Anthony, what did you do? And he,
Yeah.
and he said, I didn't do anything. The car, because they started telling us the car was stolen. They started saying that car right there is stolen. And Anthony said, no, the car was stolen a week ago because he lived in the projects. How stereotypical. He lived in the projects. And he
Go ahead. Sorry.
He lived in the projects, and he said that car was stolen a week ago, and it was returned to us. They clearly never took it off the stolen list. I said, okay, you promise you're telling me the truth? He said, yes. And at that point, they separated us. So I had to literally go by that information, and I had nothing else to rely on other than just trusting him. So they put me in one car, they put him in another car. They begin to protect. I said, what the hell is your problem? What are you accusing me of? I had the right to know what I'm being accused of. They didn't want to tell me. So finally, I said, I'm not talking until you tell me what you're accusing me of. I'm not saying a single word until you tell me what I'm being accused of. And then the officer tells me I'm being accused. He says, you robbed a bank, you killed somebody, and you stole that car. I said, what? I said, well, that car could be stolen because I don't know what other people have done. But I know I didn't rob no bank, and I certainly didn't kill anybody. So they said, tell it to the judge, and they slammed the door in my face, nearly fucking getting and my face was bloody where they slammed me on the fucking asphalt and drugged me around the asphalt like I was some kind of animal. So here's the proof that white people get treated by police just as bad as black people.
Oh, come on. That's not proof?
It's pretty fucking true in my life.
I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead. Continue.
So I'm hurting like hell. I'm sitting in the back of a cop car. We got interrogated and no due process. There's no due process for anyone. We got interrogated on the side of the highway right there in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got interrogated for like 3 hours right there on the side of the highway.
So you agree, though, that black men are in prison because people are racist?
Yes,
Not
yes.
because they're guilty.
That's definitely true. And I agree that I got treated worse because I was associated with a black man.
Yep. So you got firsthand experience. That's good.
So
maybe everybody should get that. And then they can realize if they're not the same. Racism is
so we get
systematic.
to the
Sorry, go ahead.
So we get to the jail, and they finally take us to the back room, and they say, we have discovered that it was another black man and another white man who robbed a bank. They're now in custody, and it clearly wasn't you. And I said, okay, so you're gonna let him out of jail? And they said, no. We decided to charge him with open container. I said, don't there need to be an open container? They said, we found one. At that point, I knew that they had planned an open container on him. So they charged him with open container, and I didn't even know you could. I guess you can go to jail for open container.
You're black.
If you're black.
No, seriously, there's different rules. Remember the crack cocaine era? They gave people with crack cocaine versus cocaine different sentences, and we know white people were the ones that were doing the cocaine, and that people were doing so people that got sentenced for crack, they got more sentences, even though it's exactly the same thing.
So he gets back there and they tell me he's getting. Well, wait till you hear this. So my mom calls up there. She knows Anthony a little bit, and I said, well, they called my mom earlier in the night, and they told my mom that I was with somebody who's being charged with murder, robbing a bank, and stealing a car. So my mom drives all the way from Sherrill, South Carolina.
Oh, your mom is cool. She's like my mom.
My mom drives all the way from Sherrill, South Carolina to Charlotte, North Carolina, thinking that the person I had been with had robbed somebody, killed somebody, and stole a car.
Not hard to not believe.
So she gets to Charlotte, and my mom says, "Kent, do you realize what you've done? You're lucky to be alive." I'm like, "What? I was going to a TNA wrestling show."
Cool.
I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong, and you're not going to act like I did anything wrong. I was going to a fucking TNA wrestling show that I paid for. Because I've been a hustler ever since I was very, very, very young. I was mowing grass when I was like 13 years old. I've been a hustler since day one. So I've always had money. So, and that's how I literally was going to this TNA wrestling show, because I had been hustling.
The fact that you can do that though, can all kids do that? Because a lot of I think it was like
yes, all kids can do it.
Rate,
if you work hard, you can.
The black team is half of what national average is.
Yes, anybody can be an entrepreneur. I don't care, even if that includes selling dope.
Okay, continue.
If you want to be successful, you got to do what it takes to get out of the trap.
But even if you're doing something illegal and you get yourself in trouble,
that's right.
You have to resort to that shit. It's not fair.
It's not fair, but it's just, life ain't fair.
Oh my god, I gotta go. I'm making you now. What time is it? That's bullshit, dude. You can't say that. You can't say that. It's almost 12 o'clock anyway.
Okay, so
this was a great discussion, by the way. We can continue it another time. I liked it. Thank you for this.
So I get to when I realize my mom gets there, and I tell my mom, I was like, "Hold on, Mom, that's not what they charged him with." She said, "What did they charge him with?" I said, "They charged him with open container." She said, "Now wait for this." She said they set his bail at $12,000. I said, "What?" I said, "Yes, that clearly is the bail that they gave him before they decided that he was only going to be charged with open container." And she said, I said, "There's got to be an update." And
so you understand then.
So she said, "What was?" She said, "I demand that you tell me what he's currently being charged at." No. They said, "What?" My mom said, "What are you being?" They tried to play the game. She said, "What has he been charged with?" And he said, "He has been charged with murder, robbing a bank." And I said, "Mom, you have to be very clever on how you ask the question. What is he currently being charged at?" And she said, "That's stupid. What does that make a difference?" I said, "Just ask the question." And she said, "What is he currently being charged at?" He said, "He's currently only being charged for open container."
Wow.
My mom said, "What the fuck?" She said, "Well, what is his current bail?" And she said, "He's being processed right now. We can't tell you."
That's how they make money.
He's being processed right now. We can't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, "So even though I'm willing to pay his bail, I can't pay his bail because he's being processed." And he says, "Yes, you can't pay his bail for 72 hours." And she said,
really?
She said, "Why?"
Is that only black or what?
She said, "Why?" She said, "Why can't I pay his bail?" She said, He said, "Because he was charged with murder, robbing a bank, and killing somebody."
But he's not being charged with that.
And she said, "He's not being charged with that. You dropped the charges." But because he was charged with that, we have to hold it for 72 hours. They had to do that under his stupid logic in case they reapply the charges.
There you go. You know more about this situation than I give you credit for.
So
Hmm.
that's how my crazy life intertwines with black people, and also going to TNA wrestling shows. So all my TNA wrestling fans got a strap-on story for about how don't go to TNA wrestling with a black guy. No, you should go to TNA wrestling with a black guy. You should hang out with black people because black people are phenomenal people, and man,
I only hang out with black people.
and black
My
people
boyfriend for 15 years was black.
and black people can cook.
I don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course you don't. California food sucks. Period.
So we acknowledge that black people have gone through the most struggle, and that people don't really realize this shit, right? At least
no, it really has something to do with. I don't know. I don't know because really it's about being poor.
No, black people are looked at like they're spiders. People are afraid of them irrationally, and they would stomp on them in a second.
They're looked at like they're spiders.
You know how people are irrationally afraid of spiders? That's how they are with black people. That's why they deserve reparations, because this is how they have to live their life. And that's a different reality than ours. All right.
Well, I know. All right,
I really appreciate the conversation.
All right, it's been really heated, really fun, but I'm Kent Jones. This has been Melissa. Also, we're signing off.
Be good.